Come and show me the way. Hey, you come, baby, show me the way. Come and show me the way. You know you wanna show me the way. No more playing games. Hey, you come, baby, show me the way. Come on, demonstrate. You know you wanna show me the way. Ah, yeah. Wavy, baby. So when I stroke, she a great baby, bounce on my body, she a wine for me, No time to leave, no say bye to me, no. Real bad man, me a love and a body, the body make her never say she love me, not. Real talk kid from my brother, me a roger that. It's not war, if it's war, me a bringing that. Lady, show me the way, cause you're bad, Need you go bounce, cause you bad, One time if you really hustle for the green. 2 times if you're taking one for the team. New level, new teas. Boot time, we are make cream. Yeah. Show me the way. Hey, come, baby, show me the way. Come and show me the way. You know you wanna show me the way. No more playing games. Hey, come, baby, show me the way. Come on, demonstrate. You know you wanna show me the way. Ah, yeah. Show me the way. Baby, show me the way. Vibe on replay. Replay every day. Kuna moja tu. Wapi ya santi. Let's go, auntie. Let's go for auntie.
Just killed it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. Klopp doesn't change the system since Luvac left. You don't want to change from the full.
Just killed it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. Klopp doesn't change the system since Luvac left. You don't want to change from the full.
Boom, 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 boom. What's going on, people? We are back again on the Jerry James Show for another preview. Tonight's game, Fulham versus Liverpool. Liverpool 2-1 up in the Carabao Cup fixture, looking to, just complete the 90 minutes and make our way to Wembley against Chelsea. It seemingly seems as obviously they battered Middlesbrough yesterday night after a poor showing a couple of weeks ago against Middlesbrough in the EFL Cup. Big up to everyone in the building. Make sure we are smashing a like. It is, of course, the preview with myself. Make sure we're smashing a like. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you're subscribing as well. It does help the channel grow. Hit that like button, hit that comment button, and comment with me, man. I know there's a couple of people on Twitch already. Big up to your damn selves. Everyone in the chat as well. Make sure you're saluting to everyone and bigging everyone up, and make sure you're engaging in the comments as well. And look, we've got a preview to get into, and obviously this comes in the form of obviously Liverpool, Fulham versus Liverpool. A big game, man. For me, an opportunity for Liverpool to go and secure silverware, man. And you know what? Having a semi-final in January is great. I think Pep Lijnders alluded to it in his press conference when he's discussing the fact that, you know, you only develop as a team, as a player, by playing in finals. And I think this is a great opportunity for this new Liverpool team, for this Liverpool 2.0, to get a final under their belt and look, win some silverware and set the tone for the rest of the season. I think Liverpool need to be going in full guns blazing. And look, it's a great opportunity that we've put ourselves in. But before I get into it, guys, as you know, I need to make sure that I'm saying hello to all of you in the building already. We've got Keep It Level saying big up JJ, big up to yourself. We've got Alexander De Los and Guan. We've got Ravi in the building as well. Big up to Red for Life as well. And anyone else that's joining in now, of course, it's at 4 o'clock. Not a lot of obviously promotion for this video. So if you're watching this on a replay as well, good afternoon to yourself as well. Look, let's just get straight into it, man. it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a very, 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 very tough game. And when we're talking about a Fulham team that we've struggled to beat, do you know what I mean, this season? Earlier on in the season, not in the EFL Cup, we needed obviously that late winner from Trent, obviously to get through against Fulham, obviously in the EFL Cup. It looked like they could hurt us, especially late in towards the game, but we were able to obviously secure ourselves in that regard. And this is going to be a very, very difficult game. Fulham have nothing left to really play for this season. Their status in the Premier League is more or less is going to be secured. They're not bad till in relegation, but they're not challenging for those European spots either. But getting a trophy would be massive for Marco Silva, and massive for obviously for Fulham to be able to go and do that and kind of assert themselves in cement themselves in history, because they haven't won a title or a trophy in a very, very, very long time. We go back to the early 2010s when they were in the Europa League to, when they really, really pushed on. So, look, a great opportunity for Fulham as we discussed. But look, Liverpool, high and flying, man. We're really, really, really flying, man. We're flying. We're pushing on all fronts right now. The murmurs in the Liverpool camp of Quad, Jurgen, let me not even say it. Let me not jinx it. Let me not say it. But yeah, man, we could definitely see what's going on there. Let me just get into some of the comments. We've got Keep It Level saying, you stream on Twitch, JJ, as well, yeah? Should try and get in with that Jinxie, the biggest Twitch streamer. Funny as hell. He's a Liverpool fan. Maybe he could raid your stream one time, get more followers. Maybe so, man. We'll definitely have a look. Big up to Ravi saying, we saw how Fulham tested us in the previous game, so we have to go in and show them what we are made of. Definitely, man. We've got a question early on from Ravi as well saying, thoughts on how their link-up play in general will be against Fulham. And look, that's a great question. Great question, Ravi. We're going to get straight into it, man, and we're going to get a lineup builder up. And we're going to 100% start to discuss what's going on in regards to the team and stuff like that. 2 seconds. Cool. Let me share my screen with you guys. Guys, make sure we're smashing like. There's 15 of us in the building. 15 of us should be liking the video, please. Without further ado. Cool. There we go. So, of course, discussing this game, there's a lot of obviously conversation because we obviously Liverpool have got Norwich in the FA Cup on the weekend. Obviously, after that we do have Chelsea and then Arsenal. So in 2 games' time in the Premier League, we're going to have a big back-to-back kind of week of a lot of big games. As you keep testing the big games in regards to the title race, and of course that would be the priority for any Liverpool fan, let's just be honest. But the fact that we've got Norwich on the weekend does skew my perception and what I think Klopp's going to be looking to do tonight, because obviously it's a situation where Liverpool can obviously get to a final, and I think we go all out. And I think we go all out in terms of our ability, in terms of the strength we've got in depth, resting players at this stage in the season. Albeit it's the Carabao Cup, and then you can look at the FA Cup as a potential, avenue to get a trophy. But let's just be honest, we're 1 win away from a final. We need to win this game. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. Norwich can deal with itself when it comes, and I think that's the mentality we need to have going into the game. So for me, without surprise, I'm going to obviously go strong. So I think Kelleher doesn't come into this side, unfortunately. I think this is obviously, as we know, Trent should be ready for the weekend alongside some of the other players as well coming back from fitness. But Conor Bradley will keep his place in the side. We've got Ibu Konate. That's obviously going on from strength to strength. And we're seeing a real partnership start to blossom between obviously Virgil van Dijk and Konate. And for me, Virgil van Dijk and Konate haven't played a lot of games consecutively together. I think this is the longest stint, if I'm correct, where, Virgil van Dijk and Konate have been able to go and play every single game back to back. And I just want to see it more of the same. That breeds confidence, that breeds familiarity, and it gives us the ability to go and, play a high line, to be a bit more daring and risky, because the partnership are starting to understand themselves. So for me, Konate, Virgil van Dijk as the partnership at the back. At left back, it's going to be the amazing this season, Joe Gomez. Do you know what I mean? Joe Gomez. Yeah, I'm addicted. I'm addicted to that ad. I'm gonna have to just keep saying it from now on. Joe Gomez. But cool, Joe Gomez playing that left back for me. Look, I think even when Tsimikas and Robertson are back, Gomez for me has to start. Like he's offering us real defensive solidity. He's able to get forward tonight as well. As we know as well, Robertson obviously is back. Will be obviously involved in the squad. Whether he starts, I don't think so. I think that potentially the Norwich game is the game he'd play. And I think that, Tsimikas obviously still out. Robertson will be obviously in the squad and might come on as a sub later on in the game. We've got Liam Smith here saying, exactly agreeing with me, saying Robertson is back tonight, but I wouldn't start him. I agree. Red for Life saying here as well, Robert can come on for 20 minutes or so. I agree. And then he can play the full game at Norwich, and depending on who performs well out of those players, then we go and see who plays against Chelsea and the like. So for me, this will be the backline that we go with. In midfield, I am going with McAllister in the DM role. Let's just be honest, keep it a buck. Let's just be real. His best performance in the Liverpool top on the weekend, I think he was very good. Obviously people don't know, he doesn't really tickle my fancy. But I can't lie. I can't lie to myself. I can't escape the fact that he was fantastic on the weekend. He was everywhere. If we look at the stats, he topped it for interceptions. He topped it for ball recoveries. He topped it for chance creation. He topped the charts for chance creation. He topped the charts for passing, or he's top 3 for passing anyway. He done really well. So for me, great. Obviously, performance for me. I think he's a banker to play in this game. For me, I'm going to go with the team. I think it's Curtis Jones that plays in this game. Curtis Jones, as we know, was an injury doubt. And we did look at, that kind of him grappling that hamstring, holding that hamstring, walking off at the Vitality Stadium, going into the tunnel thinking, oh no, really fearing the worst, because Curtis Jones has been our best midfielder this season. And to lose someone like that at this stage of the season would be massive. As you know, games are coming thick and fast, and we need all of our strength in depth, all of our quality. So staying fit is a massive part of this period of the season as well. So Curtis Jones was a massive, obviously, issue, but as we know, it was a precaution. Pep Linders did allude to that in his press conference, saying that it was just a precaution. So he's fine. He's ready to go and play. Look, we may still go, obviously, see him on the bench as well to give us, give him a rest so that he doesn't overstrain it if it was a precaution, because there must have been something there. So I could see that potentially happening in playing the Norwich game, but I think we need to go all out in this game. Apologies, tired. So yeah, for me, Curtis Jones starts at left centre mid. At right centre mid, I think Harvey Elliott had a decent game, but I think Gravenberch comes in for me in midfield. I think he definitely deserves a start or so. I think Elliott, I've got a feeling he starts, and purely because of the fact that he gives us something a bit different. I think the game's going to be a bit more expansive for me. So I'm definitely looking at that for me as a reason as to why Gravenberch is going to play, because of his ability to carry the ball. Curtis Jones and Gravenberch, I don't know how that's worked yet. I don't know how convinced I am on it, but hope that's our most experienced trio or best trio currently. I think Curtis Jones is our best. I think McAllister's obviously had a really good game, and then it's a toss-up between Gravenberch and Elliott, and I think Gravenberch played the last game, so Elliott played the last game, so I think Gravenberch comes in for this one. And then up front, I think this is where it gets really interesting. Where do we play Darwin Núñez? Now, just as Ravi's saying here, to a certain extent, I agree. Darwin on the left, yeah, because Darwin seems to thrive better there. Now, does he thrive better there? Because, he went down the middle in the Bournemouth game, and that's where he got his 2 goals. We had Jota on the right. We had Diaz on the left. Now, are we in a situation where you play Gakpo on the left, Darwin in the middle, and Jota on the right? Maybe so. Maybe so. That's something I'm looking at as a potential for Liverpool. So it's a really intriguing one. I mean, it's a definitely a good it's a good issue or good problem to have, a good headache to have. To look at, 4 options we've got. I know Salah's out, and to be like, hey, which one of those 4 starts for which one of those 4 play? The team I would go with, if I'm being honest, is Jota on the left, Nunes on the right, and I think they can interchange. And I'm actually going to go with Gakpo on the right-hand side. Well, Nunes in the centre and Gakpo on the right. I think obviously they can all interchange, but Gakpo can obviously support Gravenberch as well as like coming into midfield at times. I think Nunes can obviously then stay centrally, move out to the left if need be, and Jota can obviously interchange with Nunes, and he's been obviously our best player currently. I think that his ability to hold up the ball and really bring others into play is actually really well, and he's seeing really good pictures. So for me, this is definitely the team I'm going with. I think we need to go strong, giving games to certain players just because I think it's silly at this point. I think we need to win this game. I think it's a massive game for us. So for me, this is the lineup I'm going with. So of course it's Alisson in goal. We've got Conor Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk, Gomez. So the same backline that faced the Bournemouth. In midfield, obviously one change with Elliott coming out for Gravenberch. So McAllister sitting alongside Jones on the left-hand side. And then, of course, the front 3 is the same bar Diaz, who I think gets a rest. I don't think Diaz was the best. Obviously, Jota and Nunes both scored in that game. Gakpo was able to get an assist, and I think he's on form. So I think we play him just because of that, really. I think he's earned his ability to go and play. We've got Ravi here saying centrally, Darwin, he doesn't always seem as effective. Not that he can't play there, but the lefty seems to be better. Yeah, I mean, he started on the left against Bournemouth, and I don't think he done well, if I'm being honest. I think he does well when there's space in behind. He done well in the second half when we moved into the centre. So it's an interesting one with Darwin Nunes. I do agree, and I think Klopp did agree as well. Him playing on the left is probably a bit more effective. So we may see something of the sort like this at times. And I think when we're in possession, I think this is how it will actually be. So we'll have he'll come wide, he comes into the centre. We've got he coming here, he's bombing forward. And we get something at times like this when we're attacking. So at times it will be like a lopsided 3 at the back that we've seen from Liverpool anyway, with with Curtis Jones holding the width for us, allowing Joe Gomez to invert, which he was able to go and do in the second half, obviously, of that game. So yeah, I really obviously liked what he did there. So yeah, definitely looking to obviously go and see that. We've obviously, yeah. So that's the lineup I see us going with, man. That's the lineup I see us going with. Big up to Honesty in the building with the super chat. Appreciate the super chat wholeheartedly, saying my team selection is Kelleher. He's actually gone Kelleher at the back, saying Bradley, Kwanzaa, Ibu, Joe Gomez. Wow, you're getting really soft with a midfield of Clark, McAllister in the 6, and Ryan Gravenberch with the attack with Jota on the left, Gakpo. Oh, right. Diaz on the right wing with Darwin, Curtis Jones, and Elliott as subs. Interesting. Let me know why you'd want to go and do that. Let me know why you'd want to go and do that. Big up to Crypto Nation in the building saying, "Yo, I think Gomez scores today." You know, if Gomez scores today, Adidas have done the best ploy. Joe Gomez, the promotion for the Adidas Predator right now is incredible. If Joe Gomez scores, think about it. Bellingham scored after wearing the Predator. Jota scoring after wearing the Predator. Trent Alexander-Arnold was balling out when he wore the Predators. And look now, man. So if Joe Gomez gets a goal, crazy. Big up to Pan of Scouts and everyone saying bring Nunes off the bench if we have to with his energy. Second half, it will terrorize them. Gakpo left wing, Jota centre, Diaz right wing. Yeah, so really, I really want to build on it, to be fair. I don't want to see Nunes start on the bench. For me, he's got to play, especially now that he's in form. He's the type of player we can't just keep him off the bench and try shackle him. I don't think that's good for us at all. We've got Honesty here. Big up to Honesty saying Darwin scored because of the Predators. Was he wearing Predators as well? We've got Ravi saying, Jerry, is Elliott better off the bench? I mean, look, he has done better off the bench. Is he better off the bench? We don't know, because how many games has he started in a row for Liverpool? That we don't know. But he's been good off the bench. I can say that. Big up to Kemek saying, we need to go hard or we will go home. Strongest team score early. Tie is done. Then rest the players. I like that mentality. I do like that mentality a lot. Big up to Darwin's on fire saying, surely we don't risk Jones after what happened. I mean, it depends on how severe what happened is. If it was just a precaution, but he's fine, maybe you do play. Maybe it was just fatigue. I don't know. I'm not obviously a doctor or a team physio to know the ins and outs of his injury. Apologies. What I can say though is that definitely wouldn't be opposed to seeing him on the bench if it is more serious than first thought. So yeah, that's definitely my team there. When we're looking at obviously Fulham are an interesting one. If we go and look at actually their form table, let me actually have a look at that. Results. Trying to get the results up for you guys. Guys, make sure we're smashing a like as well. Fair. Cool. So with Fulham, and this is what's really interesting for Fulham. You know, we discussed how good they can be, how important, obviously, the likes of Bobby Reeder, Paina, Leno was obviously fantastic for them. Was great in back-to-back games for them. So, you know, we beat them 2-1 on the Wednesday, on the 10th of January. Let me actually share this tab so you guys can see it as well. We faced them on the 10th of January, beat them obviously 2-1 in the first leg of the Carabao Cup. They've only played one game since we've gone and played, and that last game came on the 13th, so 3 days afterwards, about 11 days ago now. So they've been really fit. So for Fulham, you're looking at a team that have been able to go in now and really hone in on and zero in on this game for 11 straight days, where they can plan meticulously about what they want to do, look at set pieces, look at how Liverpool want to go and play, analyze Liverpool, even over-analyze Liverpool, because Liverpool are playing more games. Really interesting for me. And something that it'll be interesting to see how Marco Silva, how this pans out. And I think it actually makes it a more tricky game because we've exposed ourselves more into knowing, okay, Connor Bradley is now becoming an ON entity. People are knowing what type of fullback he is. We know Joe Gomez is going to play at left back. We know Makas is having a good game or has had a good performance last time out. Curtis Jones is an injury doubt. Liverpool are exposed in that regard. We can't really keep anything in, and we can't just zero in and prepare for one fixture. Because after that, their next game's on the 27th. So it's 3 days later in the obviously FA Cup as well. So another chance for against Newcastle. But this is their chance of getting to a final. I think they're going to go all out. I think they're really going to go all out. So that's a massive advantage for them. And look, they're going to be at Craven Cottage. And that's, look, when we looked at the fixture, although it was a favourable fixture on paper, you're looking at Fulham and thinking, you know what? We're going back to Craven Cottage. Do you know what I mean? And I expect Liverpool to deal with that kind of atmosphere and how close and how tight the pitch will be. But we'd have preferred to have the away leg at Anfield, because, you know, at Anfield, Liverpool are very strong. Away from home, you just never know. So it'll be really interesting to obviously go and see. Ravi here asking, Jerry, do we start slow or press from the start? We have to press from the start. If we start slow, we allow Fulham into the game, especially at home. This isn't us going up against, you know, I'm so tired, guys. I'm so tired. Against a City, as an example, and even City, I would never say start slow, but you start a bit more cautious. I think with Fulham, you've got to really let the handbrake go and try and get that early goal. Honesty here saying, I start Clark because I like the cameos and I want to see him playing for 55 minutes. And Kwanzaa, every test he passes with them with ease. He passes them with ease. And Gakpo in the cup is scoring for fun. I hear you. Big up to Liam Smith saying, hope Klopp plays Alisson and don't play Kelleher. The 2 games this season he played Kelleher and we've conceded salvageable goals. I hope he goes with Alisson. Yeah, I mean, when we're talking about Kelleher, it's an interesting one. It's not an interesting one, but it's a shame really when I'm looking at Kelleher, because he's definitely a player. Oh, there we go. That's so bright. He's definitely a player that I'm looking at, and I'm like, you know what? You could have been something really, really, really good had you have been given the opportunity to just go and play. Also, the fact you're enabled to that or incapable to go and do that, then yeah, it is madness. It is madness in that regard. So I definitely hear it. Came back here saying, have you talked about Salah injury and country king of LFC? I have done, but I don't really want to discuss it, man. Like, it is what it is. I'll discuss it another time. I'm not going to discuss it now. Like, it is what it is. They're going to kick off at LFC. They've got their own agendas. Big up to Q saying as well. Came back saying having a break could be an advantage with rustiness. We have just played, so no cobwebs. Yeah, it could be a disadvantage as well. It definitely could be a disadvantage. But look, we're going to get into it. And obviously my score predictions for the game. So guys, I think it's going to be a very, very, very tricky game. I'm looking at a 2-1 win for Liverpool again. I think Liverpool will win. I think it'll be very, very difficult. And I think it'll be 1-1 into the dying embers of the game. My goal scorer for the game, I'm going to go with Jota again. And I'm actually going to go for a goal for Gravenberch. I think Gravenberch gets off the score sheet as well. So 2-1 for Liverpool. And Jota to score first. Let me know what you guys think, obviously, in the comments, in the lineup as well. We've got, obviously, 3-1 for K-Mac, which is true. We've got... honestly saying, question, is Scannon on loan? If not, I would like to see him get some minutes. Same for Train Yoni. We are winning 3-0 and there are only like 20 minutes left. Nah, that can be left for Norwich for me. That can be left for Norwich. I don't want to see any of that in this game at all. But yeah, so for me, 2-1. We've got Red for Life saying 3-1. Nunes, Brace and Cody. I definitely hear it. I'm going 2-1 or 2-1. But look, people, I've got to head off because I've got a busy day ahead of me. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in to the Jerry James Show. Make sure we are smashing the like on the video. If you're watching this on a replay, please let me know your score predictions down below. If you're watching on Twitch, please let me know as well, as always. But listen, until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a Jerry James Carabao Cup preview, and I'll see you for the tactics board tomorrow. But until next time, people, it's been the Jerry James Show, and we're out. Peace.